Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about a fun subject. Well, more of a subject that kind of intrigues a lot of people, but at the same time I think it's kind of fun. And it's about, are conspiracies real? See? Like that's something that, it's not very intellectual, but at the same time I think it's kind of fun to talk about. Well, the thing is that a lot of people like to believe things. A lot of people like to believe in the Loch Ness Monster. Have we landed on the moon? Is the earth flat? Do aliens exist? And all that stuff. And I think in some way it's just the thing is that people like to believe in things that are more than reality. For example, if you went into old Greece or even the Middle Ages or even any time in history really where there wasn't as much science as now, well, people believed in a lot of things. They believed that there was gods in the sky. They believed that there was all these battles happening between heaven and earth and all these things. And I think it was also like the fact that they would look up and they'd see all these stars and they would be wondering, well, what are they? Where are they? What's happening up there? Because obviously you're seeing that something does happen. At the same time, it goes with people who thought that the earth was flat. Well, obviously if you look straight ahead, well, you most of the time see flat. It looks straight. But then if you are high above in a skyscraper or in a plane or whatever it is, well, you see a sort of curvature to the earth. And I guess in those days when they didn't really have this kind of technology, they believed in a lot of silly things. And at the same time, it goes with the same belief as of aliens. Are they out there? Are they visiting us? The thing is, you don't really know. At the same time, well, there's millions and billions of planets. So, there's more planets, more galaxies. There's more galaxies than all the grains of salt on the earth. So it kind of goes without saying in some way that there is some form of life somewhere else than on Earth. I think we are a very lucky planet where many things happened correctly at the right time, and it let us evolve into the creatures that we are now. But at the same time, well, even if there was life, or even if there is, because there should be, and there probably most likely is, well, are they complex creatures like us, or are they bacteria? Are they unicell, multicell? Are they able to think in the same way? Would they be able to create spaceships? Because at the same time you would need a lot of stability in the planet for people to have enough of a long time in order to actually evolve to the point that we're at. But what if civilization started way earlier than us and they were able to evolve? Who knows? And it kind of goes with all these conspiracy theories on 9/11 and the Loch Ness Monster and all these things. I think it's just that people see things they don't really understand. It's kind of like at night, our awareness is, we have this fear as kids because we don't see things as well, and then our senses tend to betray us sometimes. And at the same time, then there's all these people who don't really believe in science that much and that want to have beliefs in things that may or may not exist, kind of like the moon landing in some way. You can literally look through a powerful enough telescope and you can see that stuff was put on the moon, that you can see the remains of the astronauts that went to the moon. So saying that we never went there is kind of silly. But then even if you show one of these people the fact that there is stuff on the moon, well, they're just going to say, well, we just launched it there. But wouldn't you think it's much harder to launch something so precisely and to lay it so flat on the moon than for people to actually go there. And yeah, it sounds crazy that they just went in a little rocket, but it's not so crazy at the same time. But yeah, I do think that conspiracy theories are fun to watch sometimes, about the Illuminati and the New World Order and all these things, because a lot of it sometimes does blend with reality in some way, where I think people want to change, and then they do also realize that there are very wealthy, powerful people on this earth, and they're able to change the laws, they're able to make the world the way that they want it to be. So if you believe in Illuminatis or in the Freemasons and all that stuff, and probably the thing is that there are some people who have power in those entities and those companies, but does it make them control the earth? Does it make it in such a way that they are aliens from another planet, the Anunnaki or the reptile people? Do they have a planet X that orbits the earth every 75 years or whatever it is? I don't know, that seems a little far-fetched. Because why would they be hiding? What's the point of it? Hide in plain sight so that you can't be seen. Hide far away and you shall be seen. Well, definitely there's a lot of powerful people in the government and all these things that do show, that own TV channels and stuff like that, and that show the news that they want to show. And there's definitely things that are hidden. There's many things that are in some way organized mafia, where you're not really able to control the laws in the same way. Even the whole election system and all these things are always weird, because it's not really the number of people that, at least in America, it's not really the number of people that vote for a certain president. It's counted by state, so it's just important to get the states, the number of states to win over that. You know, if you can get 26 states out of the 50 to vote for a president, well, they're going to win, no matter if the total number of votes was more for the other president, because that's how it works. But in today's technology and stuff, everything's electronic, so really being able to count all these votes is not that complicated. It shouldn't take that much time, but yet it does. And then it's true that at the same time, when you look through Google engines and all these, Chrome and all these things, when you look through the search engines, well, Bling, for example, so the companies can choose actually what sites to show first. They can also censor sites if they so wish. And then if you see one company believes more in one type of politics than the other, well, they're gonna show more of these political sites, so it's gonna make people unconsciously vote more for one person or the other. They're not really conspiracies in some way, because they are truth. You can tell by looking from one country to the other, the searches are different. But a lot of the conspiracy theories on like flat earthers, aliens, 9/11, landing on the moon, all these things are just they're just fun to watch in documentaries, but they're 99.9% fake most of the time, because people need to believe that that's the way the world is, and ignorance will prevail. But whenever they say, specialists say that this and that, well, I'd like to see which specialist. I'd like to have a name. I'd like to know who said that, and articles, stuff like that. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have to say. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.